This reading was for Warren, and his question was he wanted to find out more about his connection with a friend of his and their past lives together. For this reading, I used the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I'm using the Unmasking Your Past Life spread. So this is a 7-card spread, and when I did the reading, I had 2 cards jump up, and then that's what's in the corner here. So the first one in the middle is, this is a card of a person with whom you've shared a past life with, a connection who is part of your current life as well. Now this doesn't have to necessarily be someone you are close to. It could have been an enemy, a friend, or a casual acquaintance, or someone who has or can obtain power over your life in the past and in the present. In this case, when we did the reading, we did it with a specific person in mind. The second one, which is the one below, so this one right here, this one represents the influence this person has over you in the most significant past life you shared. The third card right here represents the influence this person has over you now or in the months to come in your current lifetime. The fourth card is how you perceive this person's influence over you in that significant past life. The fifth card is how you perceive this person's influence over you in your current lifetime. The sixth card is the hidden agenda this person has concerning you in your joint past life. And the final card of the spread is a hidden agenda concerning you in your current lifetime. The agenda may already be in play, or it may rest on the horizon. And as I mentioned, we had 2 jumper card as well. Now, before I started this reading, I did ask a few questions on the pendulum regarding the past life between these 2 people. So the first one that I asked was if you shared a past life with her, and the pendulum answered yes. I also asked if you were lovers in the past, and it said no. I asked if you were family, and it said no. And then I asked if you were close friends, and it said yes. So now we're going to get into the reading. So in the card, in the first, the card number 1, so the one that describes this person in your past life and your current life, we got the 10 of Sword. Now 10 reflects an end. So in your most significant past life, I believe that your relationship with her had ended abruptly, and I sensed that she had died. And I don't know if it was an accident or a sickness, but I sensed that she died, and that in that past life you had a feeling, quite a great feeling of loss over this relationship. So that when you found her again in this current life, when you guys connected again in this current life, you kind of had this overwhelming rejoice of kind of finding her again, just because it kind of because of the loss that you had felt in the past life. Now in the second card, and this one was the one that represents the influence that this person has over you in your most significant past life, and we have the Devil card. Now the Devil would kind of mean bondage and temptation. So I feel that when you were always felt a temptation towards this person, and that you kind of bonded yourself to her, even though that temptation wasn't the same for her. The third card is going to represent the influence that this person has over you now or in the months to come in your current lifetime. And for this one, we have the King of Pentacles. And this one is like discipline and controlling. So I feel that she most definitely is in control of your relationship between the 2 of you. She knows where her feelings lies, and she is more playing the role of words of reasons for you in this lifetime. The fourth card is how you perceive this person's influence over you in your significant past life. And that card was the Page of Pentacle reverse. So she was someone who you put your effort into hoping to form something more than what it really was, and that would never come to be. But you definitely put the effort and your interest in that relationship. The fifth card represents how you perceive this person's influence over you in your current lifetime. And we have the Nine of Sword here. Now, think of the phrase wishing if only. In this lifetime, you're still holding on to that hope of developing something more with this person, and it's still not coming about. That's not the relationship that you guys have, but you still feel that temptation. You still feel that hope of something more. Now, in the sixth card, and this one here represents the hidden agenda this person had concerning you in your joint past life. And we have here the Four of Sword reverse. Now, this card normally indicates like resting or taking things slow or just kind of being in a restful position. But this isn't in a reverse form. So what I believe this card indicates for you is that you were really kept on your toes with this person. She kind of dragged you in all of her adventures and kind of she really liked to keep herself entertained, and she really dragged you along in all of those. And you kind of got caught in her whirlwind. The seventh card here, and this one here indicates her hidden agenda concerning you in this current lifetime. That may already be in play, or it may be something that's going to be continuing on in the horizon. And the card that we have for this one here is the Three of Sword reverse. Now, the Three of Sword normally indicates a heartache or heartache. So I think in this lifetime, she's really playing the role of your heart protector. She's making your intention with you quite clear, and kind of keeping herself at bay a little bit of you to make sure that um, you don't like that she doesn't inadvertently break your heart. But and also more than that is she's kind of been playing the role of your sounding board, and like the voice of reason, and trying to make sure that you don't get your heart broken in other relationships, um, that or with your misplaced attachments. Um, Now, we had two jumpers in the reading. So the first jumper that came up was the Ace of Sword reverse. Um, and I think this card is just kind of coming up to kind of really push the fact, I guess, that you will not, because the Ace of Sword normally means a beginning and means kind of victory. But in this reverse position here, it's kind of saying you will never be victorious there. This relationship will never turn into something romantic. And the second jumper that we had here is the Nine of Pentacle. The Nine of Pentacle kind of signifies gratitude. And it's kind of telling you, rejoice in what this relationship really is. There's a lot of value to this relationship to you. And just rejoice in that fact that it's there for that. Now, you have an old soul and you kind of feeling the weight of having lost interest in the many joys of your life, or the pleasures of life, and your friend's thirst for life and her excitement over life is kind of stirring excitement in you again, so that when you're surrounded by her, you're craving that excitement. And you're misplacing or misunderstanding that craving of wanting to be near her to kind of sense that excitement as well, into something of a more of a romantic nature when it really truly isn't. So this reading was for you, Warren, and I'm hoping that it suited and answered your questions that you had between your relationship with your friend and what it was like in the past life as well. To get more information on this readings or other readings like this, please visit my blog at divinesolutions.blogspot.ca.